Hello, boys and girls. So, I want to talk today in general, just not going straight forward to our next planet after Mars. I want to talk about in general as we progress from inner planets to outer planets, characteristics that all four of these planets have compared to inner planets. So, if we review, remember, inner planets are usually smaller in size, they have less moons, and their nickname is terrestrial planets. So, before we go talk about our next planet, let's take a look. How are outer planets similar but yet so different from each other? So far past Mars, our fourth planet in place, our last of our inner planets, there's lots of obstacles. One is called an asteroid belt. Specifically, it's called the Kuiper asteroid belt. So you'll see all these asteroids right after Mars, and then far after that, we get through that asteroid belt and you come upon a planet bigger than you've ever seen before. The surface looks like it's constantly moving. Storms rumble through the entire planet. This is the largest planet in our solar system, Jupiter. So after the asteroid belt, Jupiter is the next planet in place. It is the largest planet of all 8 planets, and it is the first planet of the outer planets. Okay, right here is a lovely diagram that you saw with the inner planets that you can pause the video and look separately at the outer planets' size, which is their diameter in miles, their rotation, the distance from the sun, revolution, how many Earth years, and number of moons that these 4 outer planets have. So if you pause the video, you can really analyze that table and really see the difference already from inner planets to outer planets. So I wanted to focus on just common characteristics of outer planets. So just like the inner planets' nickname is terrestrial planets, the outer planets' nickname are gas giants. You can probably figure out why, because they're made out of gas and they're giant, not big, giant. So our 4 outer planets in order are Jupiter, biggest planet of them all, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. They are already way more massive than our inner planet. These planets are so large that we nickname them all the gas giants. Until very recently, there used to be a 5th planet named Pluto, but it is now classified as a dwarf planet. So when Mrs. Krieger went to school, I was taught that there were 9 planets. So this kind of teaches us that science always changes. We have to keep up with it. So recently, our textbook and science is telling us Pluto is no longer a planet. So if I ask you how many planets are in our solar system, the answer is 8. So unlike Earth, the gas giants do not have a solid surface. So the inner planets have a solid surface, terrestrial. Our outer planets are much more like the sun because of their massive size and stronger gravity. This strong gravity and pressure is what holds the gases in. So these planets are not going to drop down. It's all that sun's gravitational pull keeping them in place. So each day we're going to be talking about the planets, the 4 outer planets in order, starting with Jupiter, and you'll learn some really fun facts about each planet. But I wanted to go in depth on just some common characteristics of inner versus outer planets. And it's their size. They're made up of gas, hydrogen, and helium. And outer planets you will explore, they have many, many more moons than our inner planets. And we'll talk more in depth about each of these 4 planets. So you will love learning about all of these planets. Make sure you guys are keeping up on your reading, keeping up on your slideshows, and really focusing on key characteristics